How you doing, YouTube? Going to be finishing my dual brakes today. I was going to do that when I first put the gyro on, but I realized that I had a couple issues and I figured that out. Now I know how to do it, so I'm going to teach you. This is what we're going to be needing. 2 brake cables, some new brakes, Odyssey Evo 2s, and the one thing to make all of this magic happen, which is a London mod. I'll pull that out of the pack, show you guys here in a minute what that is. Odyssey makes it, called a London mod. Yep, there we go. So, 2 brakes, 2 brake cables, and my new Evo brakes, and a London mod. We should be able to make this go. Alright, so I'll show you guys a couple of key things that you might want to know before you purchase these things, or purchase the stuff that you're going to get for your bike, so you don't make any mistakes. So let's go through those real quick. Alright, so number 1, the London mod. Must have, got to have. Makes this whole thing work. Where your last brake cable, where your brake cable used to go and stop and run to the back, now you put this there. Thus, it allows 2 brake cables, turn this so you see that there, to run back there, okay? That just, you know, take your bolt out, goes in there, bam, bam, okay, something like that. Not rocket science. But that's what's going to make your 2 brakes, so that you can run your 2 brake cables down to your London mod and back to your brakes. Okay, so this is the one thing you're going to need to make this whole scenario work. On to number 2. Alrighty, so the other things that we're going to be needing here are springed brakes. One problem I had on my bicycle was I just had regular old flimsy flopsy brakes with no spring in there. Relied on that center cable to move them back out. So to do dual brakes, you need a springed arm. That way that the arm itself can pull itself back straight. Okay, you're just relying. I mean, basically, yep. That's your number 2 thing. Springed brakes, springed brake arms. Like I say, I got the Odyssey Evo 2s. These things ought to do me real good. All right, so need a London mod. Need spring brakes. Another thing you're gonna need are these 2 little dudes, which I believe are called NARPs. Not 100% sure. They're not. That's not right. Put in the comment section that you're a fucking idiot. But you're gonna need 2 NARPs because you ain't got nothing to hold on to the ends of these. So these come in the Evo 2 kit. So by Evo 2s, you get 2 NARPs with it. You also get a couple of other things too. You also get a couple of extra springs, right and left spring. That's why they're different colors. One's for the right, one's for the left. And you also get a front end. So if I was to use these for front brakes, this goes on one side, a NARP goes in the other, and this allows the cable to slide through. So if you was to look at the front brakes, you'd understand what I'm saying, but it comes with it. So these Evo 2, they're a little bit more money, but you get all the stuff you need, everything. Okay, now the last thing that you're going to need to make this work goes up real quick, hang on a second. Okay, so real quick, spring brake levers, London mod, 2 NARPs, and you're going to need these special brake ends, brake cable ends. As you can see, one side is a barrel, one side is a ball. Your gyro needs the ball if you're running the gyro, which I'd imagine you are, because that's why you're using dual brakes. So I'll show you. This will be why you need it. So your top one is round, thus your bottom one should be round, not barreled. Okay, so you need to make sure that you get the right brake cable, which I'm going to show you what brake cable I'm using. And that would be, oop, bro. Let's see, let's get that focused in there. It's the Odyssey let's see, there we go. B.118 black slick cable, 1.5 millimeter. If you can't read, need 2 of these. Okay, it's not the high dollar ones. It's actually pretty cheap cable. It's easy. And what you're going to do is you're going to end up cutting this barrel off of here. You don't need that. You just need this. So, those are the 4 key things you're going to need so that you don't mistakenly have to go back to the bike shop, have to go back to the internet, blah, 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 blah. Spring to brake levers. Round, which I'm not exactly sure on that, but those are round break-ins. You got the part number. I gave you the part number. Okay. You need 2 NARPs and a London mod. Okay. And of course your Odyssey gyro. You know, Odyssey gyro and your Odyssey M2 lever and cable. Boy, that's slick too. I tell you, that's nice setup. Nice setup. You ain't got all that stuff up there. So anyway. All right, so I'm going to get showing you how we're going to get this on here. All right, so the first thing I'm figuring I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stick this London mod on there right out of the gate. I think I'm going to get him on there. That'll help me get all my everything lined up. Okay. Alrighty. So that'd be your London mod there. You're gonna be able to put your brake. You can use your, your barrel adjusters. Old barrel adjusters. Make sure you put your nut on the back side of that. Definitely want to put your nut on there. Put the nut on the back side of that and torque her down so it don't come loose on you. You don't want that coming loose on you. You know what? Another thing I just realized was, how would you like to clickety-clacky that shin right on the edge of that son of a bitch? It's a good thing I bought shin guards. Anyway, all right, so London mod is on there. I'll snug him up a little bit. Okay. And the next thing I think I'm going to do is I'm probably going to run my cables and get them on there to length and see how that goes. All right, so let's see how that one goes. Let's see. All right, so the second thing I'm going to do here, after I got my London mod installed, is you're going to use the ball end of this bad boy. That's going to go into your gyro. You got to put your barrel adjuster on the end of this. Okay, this doesn't come. This comes without this barrel adjuster. You got to take the old barrel adjuster off, put it on there. Okay. What we want to do is we want to go ahead and see what we're going to need for length on this. So I would run everything a little long. Don't go screwing it all the way in. My dog's trying to run off. But what I did was I took a piece, or a zip tie, took a zip tie. It's kind of ridiculous because you're going to use about not even a third, you might almost use half of this brake cable. But anyway, so what you want to do is take a zip tie. You just want to kind of mark out where we're going to go as far as length. Now you don't want to run this thing like that, okay? That ain't right. That ain't right. Your brakes are going to be really hard to pull. It's going to be stiff. You want to try and get some of this out, okay? You don't want a sharp 90, or you want just a gradual bend. So hell, if you got a little brake line on there, so what? You know, I mean, that right there might be something I'm looking into, because my cable bends nice and smooth, and that's what I want. We'll just kind of fix that up with a zip tie up there, or a piece of Velcro or something. But yep, I think actually I might just do it right there with a zip tie. That's going to look really nice. Yep. So that's what you want to do. And then is what I would do, which, let's make sure that this is right, because I'm going to go ahead and lock this down and I'm going to cut it. But I'm going to mark that with my fingers, okay? And then so that I don't have to go back and tighten that zip tie on there. always double, triple check before you cut it, okay? Double, triple check. So if I cut my deal there, it's going to set into that barrel adjuster 1/8 of an inch. It's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Ain't going to mess with my fork none. Might even get it just a little bit more. But, so that's what we want to do. So we're going to cut that. Now, here's the thing that most people won't tell you because they're an asshole and they want to just see you do it. You're going to have to cut that. You're going to have to cut that barrel. You're going to have to cut that barrel off of there because, you know, that's the one that you're not using. Cut that bad boy off. And then you're going to pull this cable out. I'm going to show you because that way you won't have any problems. So that's your good end, the round end. You want to keep that on there. Cut that end off of there. To cut your cable, the outside cable piece, you want to take this out. See that? We took this out. So now we can't cut it because you don't want to cut that, all right? You cut this and you go buy another damn cable. So don't make that mistake. Don't accidentally cut your cable while it's in the housing, okay? You just want to use the housing, okay? Actually, if you wanted to take that out and line this all up without it, you probably could. So yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit to that. But anyway, so you would cut this. That's your length. Do you another one? Hell, you could make it out of this. You know what? Yep, that's what I want to do. So cut that. Make you another one. You want 2 of them because you're doing 2 brakes that are going to be the exact same size. You don't want them to be a little longer than the other, a little shorter than the other. You want them both and all be the same damn size. So we'll cut those. We'll get them back on the bike and see what it looks like. All right, so I got my cables cut. Got 2 of them, and is what I did was the cable itself comes with 1 metal end already attached to it. So I went ahead and I started over and I put that metal end where my barrel adjuster is there. Then I went ahead and I cut it here because the cables come with these little metal caps that you slide over the top of your cable after you're done cutting. And then see, you got your 2 nice cables with ends. So that's my cables. There we got them. We can cha-cha-cha-cha. Run them bad boys. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Yep, anyway. So we got our cables cut. So now you can go ahead. You can put your barrel adjusters all together and get them all together. Put your cables back through. And get your lines ran, okay? Get your lines ran, your cables ran out. Get everything ready because then now you want to put your brakes on and all that jazz. So we'll get to that part, see what we got going on here. Alright, so I got my barrel adjusters back on there. Got my cables ran through. So everything's in. Now is what we'll do is we'll hang these bad boys on in there. Get them in your gyro. Barrel adjusters on up in there. I'm just going to do one. Save a little time on the video here. Take the cable. Run it through barrel adjuster. Shwam, shwam. And there's your line. So there you go. I ran mine a little bit long. I wanted as much as possible. That way I kill some of that resistance, you know what I mean? But as we can see so far, she's a work in progress. So get both your lines in there, and then you're going to have all this extra cable. Do not cut your cable until this damn thing is completely put together. Your brakes are adjusted. You've pushed it a couple of times and the brakes work, because I'm going to tell you, man, you cut this sucker and you end up and you're all back to square one. you're back to watching Rob 9's dual brake installation video. You don't want that. So, like I say, man, cut this cable, everything is completely put together. Simple as that. Other than that, dual brakes are on their ways, boys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all the other stuff rounded up on it, get it to where I can get these brakes on. Alright, so I got my rear brakes put on here. Got these bad boys on. Got them all adjusted. Got everything lined up and moved around how I want it. Okay, you need to do all that first. Make sure that, you know, even your brake pads got spacers on them. So you want to space those brake pads to where your arms or where you want them to be. I wanted to bring my arms in as close. If they're the further that you got the arms out, the wider your lines are going to be. The closer that you have them, the closer your damn lines are going to be to this frame. Kind of stay the hell out your way and whatnot. Right? Okay. So a chore it was to get these on here, man. It really was. Apparently these damn brakes ain't made or whatever for this bike, so I had to drill it out. But anyway, pain in the ass. That's okay. It turned out great. They're going to work. Okay, so anyway, next step is going to be adjusting these caps. Okay, I'll put those in. I'm going to get a zoom in on this here to show you. But you want to put your caps on and get these things adjusted, because you don't have to have these lines necessarily in there to actually have these daggum things about, you know, where you need them to be. Well, I'm gonna get my lines in there anyway, but I'm just saying. So we'll get all that ready to go. Alright. So you want to make sure your spring's in its little hole down at the bottom of the deal there. Take your cap, oh, I'm sorry, I'm retarded here. Oh, pardon me. But you want to put your cap on there. Get these things, oh, what is going on with me today? Thread these bolts in there. This can be the next thing. There we go. Okay. Oh, no, they don't. I'm going to have to use the other bolts. Hang on one second. There, so I figured I should have put one of these narps on your cable. Through hole, cable, in hole, through hole. Goes in there. Okay, so I'm kind of, yeah, just kind of, you know, we're just tightening it up just to see where things go. So just nice and easy. Don't have to hammer it down tight yet. Still want stuff to move around a little, kind of. Just kind of getting everything. There we go. Something like that. That's how those go. Right inside of there. So as you can see, we just run the wire through there. Oh, run that wire through there. Make it to where it fits. Don't cut the wire because we got a lot of adjusting to do. This is just the tip of the iceberg right here. Alright, so once you get her all on, you got all your cable ran, got everything on there. I highly suggest securing these, getting these secured up before you go getting crazy and going too crazy. But adjust your cables up, get your cables where they need to go. Adjust your barrel adjusters evenly. Get all your adjusters, I put them right about in the middle, and adjust them out, you know, evenly. You want the barrel adjusters to be perfectly the same. That way that you ain't got no difference there. Then work your way from your barrel adjusters, per se. You're going to go down to your barrel adjusters here. And you're going to bring those out. You know, I'd say just take them to middle. That way that whenever you're out messing around, you got some adjustment. You can go back, forth, whatever side way you want to go. So, you know, just about like that, and give yourself a little bit of space there. So then you want to come back here and start tinkering with this. This is what's going to be the pain in the butt. Is, see, you got to come in here. You got to adjust your spring to where this is pulling back on your line. So after a little tinkering, man, you're gonna have to tinker. You're just gonna have to adjust these bad boys, read the directions. You know, the spring goes a certain way. If you look, see, yeah, it tells you on the deal. So anyway, that there tightens it, loosens it, whatever. So after a little bit of tinkering, you'll get this stuff dialed in. But you're gonna have to adjust it, starting at the handlebars. Get everything nice and even. I mean, your top barrel adjusters, even. Bottom barrel adjusters, even. These barrel adjusters, even. Then work your way back here. Tighten these up nice and tight, you know, so where that you want to make sure that when you're pulling these back here to tighten these narps, when you tighten these narps, you're going to make sure that you're not doing this with your gyro. You want to make sure you ain't tightening too much on one side or the other. You want it to sit nice and in the middle, so you should have even pull. Well, that's pretty much my how to do it. Okay, I mean, this ain't the best, but we got it together, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust it all, and then we'll see it in action. All right, so finished product, all done. Got my dual lines in. Looks nice. I like that. I like it real good. Like it. Everything adjusted well. Everything looks good. Works well. And do a little spinny spin. Nice and stuff, man. They work. They work. I can't complain. I cannot complain. Not a bit. But anyway. I'll tell you this. This is not an easy. This was not easy. It was. I mean, it was easy, but it was kind of pain in the butt because pain in the butt. But I think my little step-by-step instructions are going to help you. Might save you some money. All that jazz. So anyway, I hope my video helped you guys. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.